Okay, so we are continuing our Agatha Christie, the ABC murders. Let's see just how much left of it there is. We're 81% of the way through it, so there's only 19% left. That means in both of the videos we've done so far, we've done about 40% in each. Okay. Let us see what we need to do next. So, I think we were about to have a look at... Yeah, so take keys.
I should check the register. Mrs. Marbury may have been hiding something from me.
Okay.
I don't think my register will help you. Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it.
Marbury boarding house. And of course, I'd look at this side of it first.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury.
Really? You can see something I didn't see there? Because you looked at that very quickly. Okay, let's have a look. What was it that you saw that I didn't? Question Mrs. Marbury. Okay. Some note about Mrs. Marbury. You always admire the cover first. Okay. She sublets her rooms to other guests when her usual residents are away. Okay. No. What? No. Oh, it's because I've got that open. Sorry. To speak with her again.
Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder. Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
Yes, I remember. Just for one night as a favour. Mr. Cust was away, all my other rooms were taken, and poor Mr. Fishman had nowhere to go.
Okay. Be understanding.
It doesn't matter, provided that you remembered to change the sheets.
Oh, do you think so?
As long as we know, that's the main thing here. Didn't need to cause any problems. Is there anything else in here we need to look at? Not looking like it. Yeah, we looked at that in the previous one. Anything else in this room we want to have a gaze at? Seems to keep it.
It is a very beautiful piano. Maybe Mrs. Marbury likes to play in her free time.
Possibly. Okay, that looks like everything down here. Okay, so we have multiple copies of the ABC.
ABC guys, enough to sign about a dozen murders. It's closed. It's closed.
Yes, I can see that. I want to look at the label on the side, but... Oh, can I... open it? I'd like to open it. Why can't I open it? Why are you not letting me open it?
It's closed.
Yes, I can see it's closed. Is there something else?
ABC guys.
Yeah, you said that. What about the address? Do I need to get like a letter opener or something? Do I need to pick up a knife so that I can open that successfully? I don't know. We will find out. Let's have a look. What's in your cupboard? Nice briefs.
Most probably the basting dress repaired by Mrs. Marbury's expert hands. The Bexhill Daily paper, dated from the day of the Bexhill murder.
Okay.
All the main articles referring to the ABC case are here, from the Churston murder onwards. Nothing before that date. Trousers, white shirts. Everything has been washed very well.
Okay, I'm sure that's really important. See what we've got on this over here. It is laudanum.
Laudanum Cameron's Chemists. Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Are we pocketing that? Okay, we've pocketed that. What's this one? Sedative. Okay. Why have you got a sedative?
Diethyl barbituric acid, Johnson Company. I know this medicine. It is a powerful sedative. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Okay. Was this man having problems? Got to check ourselves in the mirror. Done it on every one that we found so far, I think. Okay, food, no. Let's have a look on the table. Okay, we want the knife.
A long-bladed knife. A murderer's weapon. This subject would probably be useful to me.
Yes, I know that. I need to open a box, because you're incapable of doing it with your very petite hands.
It's an ABC.
Another one, yes.
Cast is parsimonious. He keeps his pencils and sharpens them until there is nothing left. It is clear that he did not grow up in luxury.
Okay.
I have to get the ribbon. How am I going to do it?
How are you going to do it? Okay. Now, I've actually used these kind of things before, but it just looked to me like I need to pull that out.
The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it.
Okay.
The ribbon is jammed. I have to start by freeing it.
How do you know it's jammed? It's just where it's... Okay. Okay. Ribbon is jammed. Oh, hang on. Ah, there we go.
The right-hand reel has been removed.
Okay.
The left-hand reel has been removed.
Oh look, there's a funny shaped eye and it's got the funny shaped A as well. Yay!
And here is the ribbon. Let us see if it was indeed used to write the letters sent by ABC. I only need the ink ribbon for my inquiry. I will let Jack clean the keyboard if he wishes.
Quadruple gear. Okay. Is there something I need
All
to...
the letters announcing the murders were written on Cust's typewriter.
Okay.
John Milligan, Managing Director, Silky Legs, Frederick Street, Leicester. To A.B. Cust, Marbury's Guest House, 1935, May the 21st. Dear Sir, further to our letters dated 5th and 10th of the month, we confirm we are you as door-to-door salesman, according to the conditions stated in our previous letters. We will send you the articles by mail and also a Redfield typewriter you will be using for every business letter. Regarding the schedule of your rounds, please do as following. June 21, Andover. Arrive by train the 20th in the evening and get a room at Station Hotel. Start your turn in the north part of the town. This letter establishes that Cust went to Andover, but the ink has hidden the destinations of his other trips. I know from Mrs. Marbury that he went to Churston. I just have to show that he went to Bexhill, and I will have proved that he was present at all the crime scenes.
Okay.
Did Cust drop it when he opened the window? Or was it Mrs. Marbury while she was cleaning?
Okay, that's everything on there that it wants me to see. What's this
War
over here?
of 1914-1918. By the King's order, the name of Corporal A.B. Cust, Devonshire Regiment, was published on the London Gazette on May the 10th, 1918, as mentioned in a dispatch for gallant and distinguished service. An army dispatch, wounded on the Somme front, victim of a gas attack. Corporal Cust greatly deserves his distinction.
Okay.
How hopeful. This place is a real mess. The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
No, there are no curtains, which is a little odd. But you can't look at it for some reason. Okay, now we need to look at this box, which we now have the knife to be able to open.
This knife is very useful. Who knows? Maybe it never cut anything other than string.
Well, you can but hope.
Stockings.
Stockings. Okay. So we have proven that he was in 2 of the locations. You going to tell me off?
It is not the right time.
So there's something I've missed. This is the bit that always annoys me. So did I miss something in here? No, 4 of 4. So there's nothing else in here that I would need to look at. Unless... Am I able to use one of the fluids on this?
John Milligan,
Yeah, shut up.
Managing Director,
Yeah,
Silky Legs, Frederick
shut up,
Street,
shut up.
Leicester.
Thank
Dear
you.
sir,
No,
further
shut
to
up.
our letter.
Oh,
Regarding the schedule of your... This letter establishes...
okay, don't, no, okay, so I can't do that. Maybe I can just do it from here. That's like an acid, isn't it? So would that work on there? No. What about that one? No. Grey cells? Where was Cust at the time of the Bexhill murder? Okay, do we have enough clues? Let's see. Cust's room was rented to someone else on the 25th of July, so we know that he was not here. But he had a photo of her and Donald. Nice. The key to A.B. Cust's room. The Bexhill local paper dating from the date of Betty's murder. There we go. Cust was probably in Bexhill on the day of the murder.
The register shows that Cust did not sleep at the guest house on the day of the murder. Where was he? Bexhill. The Bexhill paper reveals it. Cust bought this newspaper in Bexhill on July the 25th.
Okay, so is that everything here now? Can we leave? Have we gotten all the evidence that we need against Cust?
It is not the right time.
Oh god, really? Oh, hang on, what's that? There's an odd... Oh, I put the knife back here. I don't see anything else here I can really do anything with. Search Cust's room. Okay, there's going to be some tiny thing that I've missed.
The least we can say that Mr. Cust is not very concerned about order and balance.
Yes, okay, so we know that. So what have I not looked at? Oh, what's this? Oh, we have some blood drops. Okay.
This dark stain. It could be blood, but goodness knows how long it has been there. No use continuing the inspection of this room.
There we go.
All there is to see.
There we go. Okay, right. Let us maneuver out of the room.
Goodbye, Mrs. Marbury. Thank you for your help.
Bye.
Oh, that was short and curt. Okay.
Chief Inspector. I was about to leave.
Good evening, Chief Inspector. Welcome. Please excuse me, I must go to the kitchen. I'll leave the key of Mr. Cust on the counter.
I'm sorry I'm late. I've spent ages with the Doncaster police. And you?
I have established one fact. On 3 occasions, Cust was at the scene on the day of the crimes.
I don't know, are we meant to still have a look around?
No more need to consult the register.
Okay, so do I just need to talk to him or something, or? Okay, let's just talk to him. So look at him first. Okay. Possibly, I don't know. It was a little odd.
I've listened closely to what you have to say, Poirot. For me, there's no doubt Cust is guilty. Do you have any element that might prove the contrary?
That is what we're going to look for.
Okay.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Is Cust guilty? So, was it possible for Cust to have killed the 3 victims? Let's see. Cust was in Churchton on the day of Sir Clark's murder. He was in Bexhill, and Cust was in Andover on the day of Ashes. Cust was in all the towns, yes. Are there any common points between Cust and the killer? Let's see. All the letters sent to Poirot came from his typewriter. We'll come back to that. He has a whole load of ABC things. He lied about his destination? No. Maybe it's the knife. Let's try the knife. There we go. He could have committed the crimes. Is Cust's behaviour suspicious? Keeps the newspapers that talk about the murders. He lied about his destination. He had blood on him. Ah, we've decided he's guilty.
The evidence against Cust is overwhelming. His presence at the scenes, the knife, the blood-stained shirt, the ABCs in a box.
C'est vrai. However, the blood Mrs. Marbury saw on Cust's shirt may have been his own. According to his medical records, he suffers from hemoptysis. The murderer cut Sir Carmichael's throat from behind, and the blood spurted outwards. You would expect the murderer's shirt to be stained on the sleeves, not on the buttonholes, yet we see quite the opposite. You would expect the murderer to keep the newspaper articles about his crimes. But Cust's collection starts in Cheston, as if it discovered the case rather late.
I agree it's troubling, but it doesn't change my mind. There's small details that we should be able to clear up by questioning Cust.
When can we talk to him?
Doncaster is sending him to us on the first train.
Are they questioning him already?
He says he can't remember a thing.
It's plausible. Doctors say he suffers from absences and amnesia. Mrs. Marbury has confirmed this.
He may
Okay.
have done the murders in an altered state.
A familiar situation.
It's not enough to clear his name. Dr. Thompson insisted that even if you don't know what you're doing, you never commit a murder without wanting to.
Très intéressant. I shall remember that.
Right. I'll go and examine the suspect's room.
Chief Inspector, I took the liberty of removing a few clues to examinatum.
All right, we'll discuss them tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm going to see if you've missed something.
Sacre bleu! How could you say such a thing? Poirot does not miss things. Anything out here I want to look at? No. Looks like it's head home and that's it. Well, he's a chief inspector. He's
To
got to do it
Scotland
his
Yard,
own way.
please.
Well. Mr. Custer, let us have a chat.
This man is not in good shape.
Let's have a look. Eyes as usual. Grip.
He is
Crumpled
worried
jacket.
and very tired. And other police have been hard on him.
Well, okay. Let us converse with the chap.
What do you want from me?
Good day, ABC. Do you know who I am?
Someone who's got it in for me.
I am Hercule Poirot, and I want nothing other than the truth.
Ah, you're the detective.
Interesting. Ask why he sent the letters. Talk about the letters.
Yes, I am the person you have been sending the letters to.
I didn't write these letters. I've already said so.
Okay. Okay. He doesn't...
Maybe you forgot that you wrote these letters.
Yes, it's true. Sometimes I forget. Maybe I did type them.
I don't know. With his memory lapses and things, I don't know if he'd be capable of the meticulous way that the murders were done.
Are you capable of murder, Mr. Cust?
All these questions are giving me a headache.
Okay, well, we still have the laudanum. Okay, no. Wait. Let's have another look at him. Is he... Ah, he has
Poor
blood on
man.
him.
If only I could help him.
Well, yes, we can. I think he's got blood just on his tie.
Laudanum, a medicine for coughs. It is what Dr. Clark prescribed for Mrs. Asher.
Yes. Can we give it to the bloke? No, don't go wandering anywhere. I'm trying to pick up an object. No.
Laudanum, a medicine for coughs.
Okay, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Go away.
Take this. It will help you.
Thank you.
It looks like he's got blood on the front of his tie there.
Oh, good God, my shirt is covered in blood again.
Bon. I now know where the bloodstains Mrs. Marbury saw came from. Are you well enough to speak?
Yes, I feel much better.
Okay, ask if he is capable of killing.
Are you capable of murder, Mr. Cust?
All these questions are giving me a headache.
Going to talk about the army.
You suffered during the war.
It's true. I was wounded. I suffered. But the army was the only place I didn't feel inferior. No questions. Just orders to follow.
But ever since you were wounded, you have absences, bouts of amnesia.
And headaches.
Professor Clark treated you.
Yes, a few years ago he really helped me with my burned throat.
Let's try
And
that.
to thank him, you murdered him?
Stop talking about these murders.
Okay.
Do you deny being at the scene of the crimes?
So? There was no harm in being there. It was only for my work.
You were seen at all the crime scenes.
Yes, I was. I travel a lot. But not for pleasure. I am terribly unwell in trains. But I had to respect my engagements. My employer gave me very precise written instructions about the towns I had to visit.
Let's see. The company you claim to work for, Silky Legs, has never heard of you. And as for these letters they sent you, they were written on your own typewriter.
The company sent me the typewriter when I started working for them.
Yes, but the letters were received afterwards.
Or whoever actually made out that they've employed him is the murderer and have been forcing him to go to the locations where the murders were going to take place because he'd already written the letters on that typewriter months previous, maybe? And he is just a scapegoat by the murderer? So the letter saying that he'd got the job, the letters to Hercule Poirot, all written way ahead of time. Okay. Could be.
So it would appear that you typed them before sending them to yourself.
I don't remember. Good God! I don't know what's happening to me. My head hurts terribly.
Now he's shivering. Okay, so do we need to
He
have
is
another look at
prey
him?
to a terrible anxiety. Is it remorse? Or simply the pressure of the questioning and the train journey?
He does not strike me as somebody capable of doing this. I don't know if I have anything that I can give him. That would put him to sleep, wouldn't it?
Take this. It will help you.
Oh, I think I'll be fine.
Let us see, Cust. Look at me. You know very well that you committed these murders?
Yes, I know.
But I'm not wrong in saying that you do not know why you committed them.
No, I don't.
So, okay, so we've proven that he did do them. On the shelf just there behind me. Okay.
Let us leave Cust alone. He's at the end of his tether.
Right, okay.
And what conclusions have you drawn?
Plenty. It might help us to understand him a little better.
There is that as well, yes, he may do.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What do we know about Cust's health? He brings up blood when he coughs, which we've just seen him do. You would expect a murderer to keep newspaper articles about all of the crime, but Cust's collection, no. Suffers from absences, yeah. Yeah, so we know he's ill. We definitely know he's ill. He has a problem with his throat. Okay. Cust is mentally and physically weak and not really the profile of our killer. There are many clues that do not support Cust's guilt in the Churston murder. Churston, yeah. So, Carmichael was attacked from behind, so the blood would have splashed out the other way. And he had no reason to kill him. No? It's true. Saw blood on the buttonholes. Okay. Are there any clues that do not support Cust's guilt? He had no reason to kill them. Okay, not that one, then try that one. No, so... let's try... expect a murderer to keep newspaper articles about all of his crimes. Not recognise Poirot? Ah, okay. Can we say without a shadow of doubt that Cust is guilty? He had no reason to kill them. And he says he didn't write the letters. So now we think he's not guilty, which is what I was saying.
I don't see any clearer than before. This is worse.
There is one point to highlight. C'est curieux. Cust admits that he killed, but he does not know why. What did Dr. Thompson say? Even if Cust killed while in an altered state, it still must have been his deepest desire. He must have had a motive.
Let's keep it simple. Never mind his motive. He confessed.
But you see, he can confess to anything and everything. He denied the murders and then he confessed to them. He confirmed that he never typed the letters. Then, with great ease, I managed to get him say quite the opposite.
Come on, he behaved like a guilty man. He lied to his landlady.
Because deep down he believes himself guilty. From the papers, he noticed that he had always been at the scene of the crimes. He must think that he killed and then simply forgot what he had done.
How can you be so sure?
Let us look at his psychological profile. You will understand my point of view.
No, I love
Let
detective
us now
games.
try and get our brain cells to work.
Is Cust clever? Clever, okay. Blood on him. Is Cust clever? Please, you'll see that the murder carried it out to perfection. Okay, oh, I need to put something here. I haven't played that, no. It was mediocre. Is Cust sure of himself? No. I remember reading that one a minute ago. Is Cust a seducer? No, completely harmless. Somebody you'd ignore. Does Cust like trains? No, so he's always unwell on trains. Is Cust impulsive? Possibly that one. Is Cust generous? He wasn't brought up in luxury, so he holds on to things.
You see? Cust's character is quite the opposite of the murderer's.
But if he's a madman, can we really talk about his character?
You know very well that our murderer does not behave like a psychopath. Apart from the signature, there is no ritual or repetition in the choice of victims.
Very well, you're right as always. So we have no confession, no culprit, no suspects, nothing. And all that after 2 months of inquiry? What should I do?
Have faith. Just give me 24 hours.
Okay. Go home. Yes, boss. Straight away, boss.
To White Haven, please.
Cust's arrest is a great success for you, Poirot. It's all clear now, except maybe 1 or 2 details.
Details. Ah, mon ami. The devil is in the detail, as we say.
Excuse me?
Patience, Hastings. Everything will be clear once our guests arrive. Best be prepared. Slip a revolver into your pocket before they do.
A revolver? But Poirot, what are you afraid of?
Trust me. It is important you carry a weapon for this meeting. I will lend you mine.
What about telling me what you have in mind?
Surtout pas. You wouldn't be able to play your role. Wait 1 moment, I will bring you my weapon.
Interesting. Yeah, sorry about that, Selex. You've been bitten 12 times already. Okay, where do you keep your revolver? I do not know where you would keep your revolver. Possibly in your desk. Would be the sensible place to keep it, I suppose. Oh, Purring Tomcat. Okay, so where will I find your service revolver? Is that what I'm doing? Is that what I've got to find? Bring the revolver to Hastings. Okay. But where is the revolver?
The white ammunition are blank cartridges. The others are real bullets.
Right, hang on. They're real bullets, they're blanks. Okay.
The revolver is loaded with blanks. I still have time to choose real bullets.
I...
The revolver is loaded with real bullets. I still have time to choose blanks.
I don't think we need to actually kill anybody.
The revolver is loaded with blanks.
I just wanted to
Still
get
have
the 3
time
out
to
of 3,
choose
that's
real
all.
bullets.
Okay. Go and give the vending item to Mr. Hastings.
Voila, I entrust you with my weapon. It has hardly been used, it is almost new.
Oh, telephone.
Chief Inspector, is that you?
Yes. Sorry, but we haven't found anything.
Have you checked the typewriter?
And the packaging, the letter, and the ribbon reel. We've only found prints left by Cust and his landlady.
Well, never mind, I shall make do.
So, are you still going to hold your meeting?
Of course, Chief Inspector. I can hear my guest coming up the stairs.
Why have you brought us here, Mr. Poirot?
Since Cust's arrest, I thought it was all done and dusted. Miss Gray formally identified him, as well as Miss Barnard.
Yes, and the stockings he saw drove the same brand as the ones found at my aunt's.
This is all true. However, a case is not closed if some questions remain open. And one question is, why did the murderer send me his letters? Why did he challenge me, Hercule Poirot?
Perhaps he wanted to play with you, to taunt you.
Xenophobia? Maybe he didn't like you because you're foreign.
I may be wrong, but maybe by provoking you, he was looking for glory?
All these theories should be studied.
Okay.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Why did the murderer make a mistake in the address? Okay. Let us see what our options are. Poirot's address is not very well known, possibly. What's that? Poirot's address is not very well known. No, okay. The area and address caused the letter to be delivered late. Murder challenge and a phobia. Oh, it's going to be another one of these where I'm going to have trouble picking the right ones. Okay. So, the address is not very well known. Only one of these, isn't isn't it? Where I'm just going to have to sort of sit and bug through some of them. I don't think there's any of these ones to do with the... Why did the murderer make a mistake in the address? Poirot's address is not very well known. Okay. See, that would make sense, but I'm not liking something there. Oh, this is going to be painful. That's the only one we can be really sure about, is his address is not very well known. So that would be a good reason as to why he made a mistake in the address. They're the three most likely ones, but... Okay. Right. Start from scratch. Why did the murderer make a mistake in the address? Was it to actually make the letter turn up late? Can I select that, please? Thank you. The mistake was intentional. Okay. Why did the killer send his letters to Hercule Poirot? Glory? No. Xenophobia? No. Inferiority complex? No. There's none of those. Well, I don't have an answer that really fits in here. That what?
Is everything clear now?
No.
You might like to explain your reasoning again.
Of course. First of all, remember that the murderer made it a rule to always post his letter before the murder. He never digressed from that rule. However, in Churston, he encountered a problem. The village has only 500 inhabitants. With advance warning, it would be easy to arrest him. Therefore, the murderer delayed his letters deliberately with the wrong address. The plan wouldn't have worked if he'd sent it to Scotland Yard or the papers, because everybody knows their addresses. The mistake would have been corrected, and the letter would have been on time. That is why the murderer chose me as the recipient.
Because for his plan to succeed, it was necessary for at least one of the letters to have a wrong address and get lost. It was very cunning.
Absolument. It is a very subtle plan. It matches the profile we have drawn up of him perfectly. That of an intelligent, daring and calculating murderer.
But that's not how you describe Cust.
You are quite right, mademoiselle. Like you, I find it hard to believe that this dull character is the clever murderer we are looking for.
Do madmen... I mean, if he's mad, he might have two very different sides.
No doubt. But the murderer is not mad. All the specialists agree that he does not have the profile of the psychopath.
But if Cust is not guilty, how do you explain his presence at the scene of the crimes?
Mr. Clark, the answer to your question is in the medical records of your brother's patients. Documents which Cust most certainly did not have access to. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. What do we know about Cust? Cool, there's a long list of things. Cust was wounded during the war. Yes. Cust is easily influenced. How do we explain Cust's presence at the crime scenes? Okay. Alice Asher and Betty Barnard are in the Dr. Clark's medical records. See, to me that is one, but okay, I think it actually is to do with try that and no. What do you see? The crime scenes? No. That one might be true. This was in the war and never been quite same in the head since. Possibly. Stick with that one for the moment. Possibly wanted to swim, but I doubted it. Yeah. Okay, let's try the two other obvious ones, which are both to do with Dr. Clark's medical records.
Dr. Clark's patients' records provided a very useful list of potential victims, sorted by alphabetical order. The killer definitely used it, explaining the fact that all the victims were former patients of the doctor. It is this fact that clears Cust once and for all, because he never had access to these records. So how did he happen to be at the scene of the crimes? Either the murderer sent him there, or Cust was following him closely. Cust's highly suggestible nature leads us to the second hypothesis. The murderer was manipulating him. He systematically sent Cust to the towns where he was going to strike, so that the suspicion would land on the poor man's shoulder.
That's evil. What sort of killer could have such a plan? And what would he gain from three completely different murders?
Indeed, it seems unlikely that the same murderer committed all the crimes. What should we take from that?
Okay. So only one of the murders is actually interested.
Just one murder was of benefit to the murderer. The others were just diversions. On reflection, there is only one conclusion. The murderer killed once out of interest and twice to divert our attention. This reasoning points at two potential culprits.
Franklin Clark.
Donald Fraser?
Yes, mademoiselle. That's good
I
thinking.
think Franklin. I think
Mr.
Donald
Fraser may
Fraser.
have killed Betty out of jealousy.
No, hang on,
Mr.
no,
Clark
Franklin
may
Clark.
have killed his brother in order to inherit his large fortune. Both have a motive.
But Donald did not have access to Dr. Clark's records.
Please allow me to disagree with you, mademoiselle.
Oh, Donald's firm worked for Clark.
He works for Court and Brunskill, one of whose clients was Sir Carmichael.
It doesn't prove that I went to Comeside.
You could have done it, and you may have used the opportunity to take a look at Sir Carmichael's records.
You think I'm guilty?
You or Mr. Franklin Clark?
That's ridiculous.
Both of you have a motive. The question is, which of you has the profile that most resembles the murderer? Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. Is Donald... Which one is he? Oh, Donald Fraser. I'll sleep on the train. I like trains. It's easier to sleep rock by the sound of the wheels. Okay. He's a bright man with a promising career ahead of him. Okay. Self-confident. Easy to influence. A seducer. Can I pick? Thank you. Likes trains, yes. Is Donald impulsive? He's quick-tempered, he's not cold. Generous. But he was generous.
Ladies and gentlemen, Donald may share many character traits with the murderer, but he does not have his cold indifference. He has a temper. It is hard to imagine him planning anything. Also, jealousy is his motive, and crimes of passion are rarely planned.
Right, I suppose it's my turn to be subjected to the same scrutiny.
Absolument, Mr. Clark. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
I'm not sure that liking trains really matters that much. Is Franklin clever? Yes. Self-confident. Self-confident? No. No. Don't know how any of these would work. That's for generous, that's obvious. No. Oh, okay. He is self-confident, supposedly. Okay. A seducer. likes trains. Railway children. Really? That's what you're going to use as evidence? Okay. Cold. There's some real leaps of faith being done here. Severe leaps of faith being done with some of that evidence, but there we go.
As you have all seen, there is a disturbing similarity between Mr. Clark's profile and that of the killer. In actual fact, it is exactly the same.
Mr. Poirot, your psychological studies are interesting, but your conclusions do not add up. Why would I have wished my brother's death? The inheritance is lawfully mine. I just have to wait.
No, you had to act quickly.
Thora Grey.
Because of Miss Grey. Mademoiselle, although you haven't been telling the truth, there is no doubt in my mind that you would have found a way to marry Sir Carmichael after Lady Clark's death. For you, Mr. Clark, it was a disaster. If Miss Grey had children by your brother, you would not have inherited a thing. You realized the danger after reading several letters from Comside, especially one in which your brother opened his heart to you. So you hurried home from China, and you took action. In truth, Cust was no more than a puppet manipulated by the real culprit. You, Mr. Clark.
Such an imagination, Mr. Poirot. In fact, nobody manipulated Cust. The famous instructions he received by post. He wrote them on the typewriter. We know that for sure.
Oh no. You know perfectly well. That is not true. Eh bien voilà. Light has now been shed on the ABC murders.
Your theories are ingenious, but you haven't any proof.
One point to him. For the moment, I have no material proof. Either I admit to it, or I bluff.
Let's try the fingerprint. But then, have we fingerprinted him? It's just a little white lie.
One thing proves it. The prints you left on Cust's typewriter.
Enough.
Oh, of course you wiped the typewriter before sending it. But not carefully enough. Scotland Yard has found your print along with those of Cust.
I understand why you never wanted to lend me your new typewriter, and why you were searching through your brother's things. And the hole you dug on the moors. What did you hide there? The knife you used to kill your brother?
Game, set, match. You win, Mr. Poirot. But it was worth trying.
Yay!
Don't come near me!
Oh, did I load that with blanks? That's good, isn't it? That means you get to go to jail.
I'm sorry, Mr. Clark, there is no easy death for you. I expected your reaction, so I used blanks. I'm sorry, mademoiselle, but your second chance has been lost. Franklin Clark will never inherit his brother's fortune.
Awesome.
Disappointed at having missed the chance to become Lady Clark, Thora Grey left England. Donald Fraser and Megan Barnard married.
Okay.
On Poirot's recommendation, Mary Drower started to work for Lady Clark. The elderly lady's condition suddenly took a turn for the better. And a few months later, to Dr. Logan's great surprise, she was back on her feet again. According to this eminent physician, it appears to be an extremely rare case of spontaneous remission.
Or she's not getting poisoned
Lady
anymore.
Clark has enjoyed very good health ever since. Journal of an Innocent, the incredible story of ABC. As for A.B. Cust, after being advised by Poirot, he made a great deal of money by selling his story to the press. And as for me, and with business booming, the Black Swan has become the #1 tourist attraction in the whole of Yorkshire, even more popular than York Minster.
Cool! That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I may have to look out for other games that were similar.